Hello, hello. How we doing? Yeah, I'm just making a day of it. This is a Love Wednesday. Yeah, I went out and I was delivering things and went to some meetings, and I always try to make sure I have on my love shirts. And so that's good. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. Yeah, I'm drinking some, well, let's see what I got here. I got a couple things. I got some lemon water. I had that before. I always have lemon water. If it's not lemon water, it'd be plain water. Just water. Your body's two-thirds water, so we got to drink it. Let me see who's on the soundscape. Mark Union, weightlessness. Marconi Union. It says Marconi Union, weightlessness. And that album was done in 2014. Yeah, it's another soundscape. Yeah, I've really been reading high. I tried some gospel, but it was great, but it needed to just be that on there, not me. So I'm trying to do this Build Back Better, and I'm trying to move forward into the message for today. And let me say this. The message for today is, where have our thoughts taken us? Where have our thoughts taken us? Our thoughts have us where we are. When we look around and we see where we are, that tells us where our thoughts and actions have taken us, because we think and then we act and then we land, and we can look and see what we've been thinking about, because that's what's manifested here. So we shared that our thoughts are really important in our last share, and we see where we are. Now, Proverbs 23:7 says, what we think in our heart, that's what we are, you know? And therefore, that's where we end up, what we're thinking about. So we shared about the importance of thinking, and that's what we're talking about today. Now, what are we allowing to be poured into our thinking? Is it God? Is it love? Is it TV shows, news shows, other people, that are God-centered or not God-centered? And what is pouring into us to shape our thinking, which moves into our actions? Everyday story for me. My things that are pouring into me are going to godly centered services, being around people that are God centered, going to adult Sunday school, and getting the word, reading some scriptures. Um, so we all need really righteous things poured into us, because if we're not, we get way off track, because you get influenced by these other things. Now, I will say that I do like British crime shows. I do detective shows, more so detective than crime, trying to solve it. But I try to make sure that I don't watch them before I'm going to sleep, or I try not to watch anything that's too horrifically graphic, just so graphic that I would never get the the human, what would you call it, just the horrific crime out of my head, that it's just so graphic. I still do watch my crime shows, but I know when it's too much and it's just too, I don't need to see all that. I change it. So that works for me. So we got to make sure a good place is where kind acts are going on. If they're not going on, make something happen, and where we see beauty. If it's not going on, make it happen. Be your best self. Be your most beautiful self. Whatever you can do to make yourself more something that someone would recognize and see the goodness there. Make your place where you are. It could be just a little tiny place. It could be just a small corner, but make it something that attracts yourself and others. You want to be there, and try to share thoughts of God and greatness, and all that God has done, and be thankful. So we each have to take a look at where our thinking has brought us based on what we have embraced in our spirits. When we see where we are and how the path we're headed on is, we need to be controlling our thoughts. Yes, we do. And what's pouring into our life, we need to take a look at that. And that's what I want us to do, and make adjustments where necessary. That's what we got to do. Make adjustments where necessary. Feed the good things that are getting poured in, and starve the ungodly things. We know what they are. We know. Because all we have to do is look and see what they got us, and we know. So we'll share more about specifics about this next time. But this is the Sunday morning message on Thursday. Eat fresh food any chance you get. Stretch that body. Thank God for the possibilities, and know that we love you. Alrighty, till next time. I'll see ya. Do your best.